So first of all, thanks for your patience. It's been a long day, afternoon, evening, whatever, wherever you are. I think everyone's really enjoyed it. I've certainly enjoyed helping around and seeing what everyone's up to. The investors have done their rounds. I know we would have liked to have more time, but we've tried to compress this as much as we can, and it hasn't been easy. So we will improve on this for next year if we have to use a virtual environment, and Zoran's kindly offered to use a platform that they use as well. But without further ado, I know a few of the investors have to go, and we really appreciate how much time they've put in to be here from start to finish. These are individuals, high net worth individuals whose time is very valuable. So I just want to say thank you for spending 4 or 5 hours here with us, with these young people, for inspiring and for also coaching and providing some directions. Much appreciated. So without further ado, I'm going to now allow the investors to say a few words. So for everyone else that didn't get a chance to understand how this is going to go down, we will have each of the investors in a couple of minutes provide a few general comments about the evening, about the teams, and then they can say who they want to continue working with. If they're making a direct investment, they can make that announcement now. If they're not prepared to make the announcement now, or are not confident in doing that in this time frame, they can say we're continuing to work with team 3 or 4 or 5 or whatever. That's up to them, and you guys will continue the negotiations, whatever that might be worth. And then we'll conclude that session, and we'll go through the rest of the program, which includes the IEEE awards and the EFSA awards as well, and then the individual awards, and then the graduation ceremony. So that being said, I'm going to give the word to Seo Jahic first, and he gets to say a few words and comments about the event as well. And Seo, the floor is yours, or the screen.
Hey, thank you, everybody. This was actually fun. When I first got this invitation, it said it's 5 hours in front of Zoom. It was like, whoa, you're asking too much this time, okay? But no, actually, it was fun, and thank you. Fun and entertaining and informing and interesting, and starting with Ned all the way through all the sessions. Very actually impressed with all the presentations, with the team, with the quality of team. Your English language, everything's like, congratulations, you guys did absolutely fantastic. Kudos to all of you. That's all I can say. Personally interested in continuing conversation with Team 5 and Team 9. But really, I just need to dig a little bit deeper before I can say I'm ready but I'm very interested in those two solutions. One reason I've seen a lot more really good solutions here or ideas, I am just personally don't understand anything about business to consumer side. These two organizations are a lot more business to business solutions. So that's kind of, I just moved to a space that is very familiar to me, but I express that I think through my grades and everything that there are other firms that I think would be good business and potentially great ideas. I just, from my perspective, I don't know this space, and I'm very uncomfortable investing on that side. So I'll talk to both team 5 and 9, not today, but tomorrow for sure. Now I'm going to go in on my second career, which is delivering food for hungry people in San Francisco. Eddie, you saw it on LinkedIn, so you know what I'm doing. So I'm starting my shift at 2:30. I do it once a week, kind of my space, where I go and relax. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much, Theo. Thank you. Okay, let's move on to David Fodium.
Yes, thank you. First of all, thank you very much for having me tonight. We're a relatively young fund. We're very close to the University of Munich, so I've seen many pitches in the last couple of days and weeks. I really have to say the quality of your pitches was extraordinary. Was really good, very inspiring, very structured as well. And sometimes I did not understand the entire business concept, but it's also, I know that from myself because I'm an entrepreneur myself, so it's sometimes difficult to get the idea across. But still, you guys in total have done an amazing job, so really congratulations on this. I think it was very well organized. I mean, there's still these virtual kind of challenges that are still coming like from time to time, and maybe the time in the breakout rooms could have been a little bit longer, maybe like 5 minutes longer. That would have been great. But still, I met with 3 teams: Ecological, Expiry Watch, and Mindtrack. And I think that with all of the teams, I will reconnect. The investment process in a fund and in an institutional fund like ours is not like that I can make the decision. I have to bring it forward to an investment committee, and we have regular deal flow meetings where we talk about the investments. So this will have to go through that way. But anyway, I think there are some good ideas, and thank you very much to Pavlina too, that you came with me into the sessions as well. I think your insight is really valuable here as well. Congratulations to all of you guys, and enjoy the rest of the evening and your graduation part as well.
Thank you so much, David. Have a great day, great evening, day, wherever you are. Thank you. Okay, we're going to go on now in no particular order. I hope no one gets upset, but I'm going to go to Adnan Berberovic from SIBA, if he's still floating around. I can't seem to see Adnan in the chat here, so I might skip him for now. Go to Amra. Amra, you want to provide some comments? Amra Amaragic.
Yes, thank you. Overall, I think very impressive event. The presentations and the ideas, especially keeping in mind that these are our very young students. I'm very honored to have been part of this event and to see the talented young individuals today. I notice most of them are engaged into technology and software industries, which is great. I think these are scalable solutions that can open up not only to the regional markets, but also to the international markets. I'm also happy to see that there are impact-driven businesses. A few of them actually show a very high environmental impact, and some of them also have a very high social mission. So these are exactly the businesses that we also like to support. I want to highlight, because I didn't have a chance to do a little introduction. We at EFSA Entrepreneurship Academy, we are supporting business support organizations within Bosnia, but also in the region. We are supporting, for example, Mosaic. Today we also have here Zoran, so he can say a few words about Mosaic. But we also support high-tech startups, not only social entrepreneurs. And we have our Regional Tech Boost program, which is implemented by Startup Wise Guys, which is one of the best European B2B accelerators, and also Foundation 787 in Bosnia. So I want to announce that in the next time we will have this acceleration program in the next year, and we would love to see some of those businesses also benefit from this program, and also from the Mosaic program that they are offering. At the same time, we will also be supporting access to capital through private investments in the next year, so something like angel investing. So I hope next year will also be exciting one. I see a lot of opportunity for partnerships within the community for the ecosystem development. And finally, when it comes to investments, tonight we as EFSA Entrepreneurship Academy, we will participate with 2,000 euros cash award, and this will be part of the IEEE award. And then to conclude, once again, I want to thank you for the great organization and for your commitment. And also a special thank you goes for the organizers, but also to the mentors who have put a lot of time and energy into this project. And I also want to wish best of luck to all the startups. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Amra, and also thank you and your organization for the awards, which we'll be providing later on. So I don't want to hold that up too much. Thanks for your time. Okay, Adnan has now joined us. He dropped off the call for a second. So Adnan Berberovic, you're now with us.
Perfect. So good. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you for a great presentation. First of all, it has been fantastic pitches. I attended last year's Innovation Nation in a kind of different setting than this one. However, very good organization, I would say. Thank you, Eddie, and the team who's been working on this. I understand it has taken some time, of course, whereas this has been really professional organization, even in this online setup. what I want to say is that the quality of presentations have really been evolving over time. I've been working as a mentor with a couple of teams especially on the business model generation part or business model innovation. And I see these ideas evolve, and the teams also getting really their pitches like perfectly fine. So really congratulations to everyone who has participated in this competition this year. SIBA is a company which is a Swedish Bosnian BizTech company. We are consulting agency, basically working mainly with Swedish small businesses, helping them grow. So we do everything from business perspective, of course, from consulting side, put together strategies, and of course then going into technical tools and implement digital tools which help these businesses grow. So as last year we picked one team where we would like to kind of continue working, and we've been working with a great company during the last year, and we are still engaging with this company, the Green Solutions, from the last year. And I've been having conversations now with 3 teams. So I don't know, Eddie, do you want me to kind of elaborate a little bit about our next steps? What
yes,
we're
please. Yes, please.
Okay, so anyway, so I have not made the final decision. I have to say there are 3 teams that we are looking at. Magična Kutija, we are looking at MyStore, and we are talking with Health Heaven. We will make a final decision very soon. Our approach is really like to provide support to the BizTech support to these teams during one year, which is more like mentoring approach, and also in-kind investment in terms of that the team that we choose will be getting, of course, access to our network and our infrastructure, and we are going to support that team during 1 year, and then we're going to decide what to do after when that year has ended. So however, I'm not going to make this decision tonight. I'm going to continue having conversations with these 3 teams, and we're going to make decisions afterwards.
Okay, thank you very much, Adnan. We're going to go to Edin Hukic. Mr. Hukic, I know you're still here with us.
Yes, I am. Okay, Eddie, I would firstly like to thank you, Eddie, and your team for all the hard work you put in. And I can say it was really fascinating event. I think I felt same like Sejo when I received the invitation, you know, thinking about 5 hours by the Zoom. But now I can say you made my evening. And thank you for that. I would also like to thank Ned. I think sharing his life experience was very beneficial to all of us, not only to the students. So thank you, Ned, for that. And in terms of investment, I am still not ready to make my decision, but I'm going to continue conversation with the 2 teams, team number 3 and team number 10.
Thank you very much, Edin. Really appreciate the positive feedback, and appreciate you hanging on for so many hours with us on Zoom. Hopefully we put a new spin on how Zoom can maybe not be so boring. Thank you. Okay, let's keep going. We've got Kevin O'Connor from MIT Legatum Center. Some comments.
Yeah.
Thanks very much for joining us as well.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me, Eddie. Just a huge congratulations to all the teams who pitched today. I work at the MIT Legatum Center for Development Entrepreneurship. We think about entrepreneurship as a vehicle for driving prosperity and inclusion. I've been there for 10 years, and I can say, so you can imagine that I've heard literally thousands of pitches. I can say that all of these were just as good as, if not better than, so many of the students that we have at MIT. So you should all give yourself a huge round of applause. Yeah, as far as teams that I'd love to continue working with and try to provide some support, the Botify and Green Coin teams, it would be great if we could link up, and looking forward to some continued conversations. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Kevin. Okay, let's move on to Ned Lomigoro.
Oh, hi, Eddie. Thank you so much. You put together a really high-end event and to coordinate all this and all of us and make it into a successful one. It's mastery. So thank you so much. Thank you for the invitation and opportunity. It was my pleasure and honor to address everybody. And I did definitely enjoy the teams. They are really focused on customer. Everyone seemed to be really, they had a deep understanding of customer needs, which is really phenomenal, because a lot of times I hear pitches where they start with technology, and every team that I spoke with, they were very deep. They understood the problem, they understood the customer, and they were able to answer questions very well. There's presentations were polished. I was actually surprised, did not expect that level of presentation. They're very impactful. Clearly language skills are great, and to present in the foreign language, it's just amazing, and we take this for granted, that students in Bosnia speak English this well, and this is not common in the world. This is well above average when you look at other countries, and I worked with tons of other countries. So congratulations to everybody. That's amazing. I believe I talked to a few teams that they could definitely benefit from some mentoring and some support. I believe that there's some benefit for them understanding investors' expectations so that they can better align their pitches and their ask, and also to better understand feedback they're receiving so they can really utilize that better. I had an opportunity to meet with and to speak with teams 9 and 4, and I would like to continue that conversation. I think the ideas they have, the vision they have is very good. I did not have a chance to meet with Team 1, which I would like to do. So I hope to do that after and connect with them as well. So those are the 3 teams I really, selected. So 1, 4, and 9. So overall, it was great. And thank you again for the opportunity.
Thank you so much, Ned. We'll move on now to Samid Seric.
Thank you, Eddie. Once again, I think I echo everyone's words about the sort of how amazing you managed to pull this one off, and how you managed to squeeze 5 to 6 hours of our time. And it was, as I think Seo mentioned, it was great also to hear Ned's story and Ned's journey. I'm a big sort of believer that sharing is caring, and I think when we're prepared to share our journey is very important. As somebody who gets involved mostly in sort of Series A to C investments, somebody who's actually brain-made for various funds in London and around the sort of world, I think attending the presentations of the free sort of seed round was highly impressive. I must sort of echo Ned's sort of words in terms of the level of the language and understanding of the consumer needs, and the problem solving was something that I haven't actually come across often at this stage in London. I was recently attending the sort of entrepreneurs that have been brought over from the Baltics countries to London to pitch to London sort of ultra high net worth and angel investors. And I've got to tell you guys that you absolutely smashed it. I don't think, I was going to say Bosnia is ready for EU. I think Bosnia is ready for United States and Asia. I think there is so much we can do together to build this ecosystem, which is really the sort of something that the country and the region needs. I think with all of us living around the world with our networks, being able to bring private equity, venture capital, high net worth, angel investments, this initiative, Eddie, that you've put together, you started 2016, I think it's going to get a new set of wings after tonight. So I'd like to congratulate everyone, all the teams. I will continue conversations with 2 of them in particular, the Mine Truck and the Green Coins. I think they've got something happening there. There's probably a couple of others that I would like to probe a little bit more. I just don't think I didn't want to take much time from other investors, but the opportunities are there, and I would love to continue the conversation and dialogue and sort of take it further. So thank you.
Thank you so much for the positive feedback, Samir, as well. And really appreciate you being here with us. I'm going to go to Sanin Saracevic.
And my camera on. I always have some issues with this. Hey guys, so listen, honestly, super excited to be here. It was a great experience. It looked scary on the calendar. Many people already said that, but it was a lot of fun and a great job, everyone. You know, first of all, thank you BHFF and Eddie for the invite, for having me. I really feel it was a privilege to participate and perhaps contribute to this effort in some minor way. As I said, it was really a lot of fun, and I enjoyed listening to all the pitches. I think they were really exceeded all my expectations. I really especially loved the timeliness of some of the ideas, and especially the social relevance of a few of those ideas that really hit the mark from that standpoint. To all the young entrepreneurs in the program, congratulations at completing the program. I'm sure you've learned a lot, and you will carry and cherish this experience, carry it with you for the rest of your life, and you'll be looking back at this as a formative part of your future successful careers. I'm sure you worked hard. It seems like you've listened to your mentors very well, great, and you also got creative and trying to solve some real life problems. You should really be proud of what you have achieved and shown here. So please keep carrying that entrepreneurial bug for the rest of your life. Don't settle for government jobs and stuff like that. And if you at first don't succeed, please keep trying. Don't ever give up. I've reached to 3 teams that are more IT focused, and through our startup enablement group that we have at Mistral, we will reach out to them again and continue the conversation. It was definitely not enough time to make any serious commitment and decisions, but through the programs we have, we will love to continue our conversation with these 3 teams, which is Mindtrack, Green Coin, and Expiry Watch. Very interesting ideas. A lot of questions we still have. And hopefully in these next couple of days and weeks to come, we'll continue drilling deeper into these ideas. And of course, Bodify, which was already mentioned, it was supported by Mistral, so I kind of skipped over that one. Anyways, I really enjoyed it. It was really great. Thank you once again for the invitation, and great job, all, everyone.
Thanks so much, Sanin, for joining us, and looking forward to continue working with you and your organization in 2021 and beyond. Support means a lot to us. Absolutely. I guess last but not least, I've got Zoran Puljic, who's always investing with Mosaic and helping startups of all sorts. So Zoran, I've left you for last specifically for that reason. So please provide some input and let us know what you think.
Thank you, Eddie. It's not easy to be the last one after so many good speakers, and I can only echo many of the things already said. It was an amazing event. I was really surprised by the quality of pitches, not only with the language skills, but also with the vocabulary. You know, they really knew what they were talking about in terms of business language and business terms, which was way better than last year when we were meeting in Banja Luka live, not like this through computers. We at Mosaic Foundation, we're really trying to build an ecosystem that Samir said earlier, and investing heavily on trying to connect the dots. And I think Beehive Futures Foundations, and together with everybody here, would love to continue the conversation how to do that, so we can actually, you know, help each other in finding, you know, creating deal flows and providing these little, not little, but, you know, important startups trying to take off the ground. So I think there is much conversation to be done there. I hope I'm sure you're taking notes, because we also have interest in 5 businesses. I only spoke to 3. So if you're taking notes, it would be great if you can, everybody that's interested in one, we can actually have a session maybe together and see whether we can invest together or at least provide more assistance to these businesses. So we're interested in the business number 1, business number 3, 4, and 5, and business number 9. So those are the 5 I would love to continue talking to. I think none of them is 100% market ready. There are still so many risks involved and so many corners we need to put light into, but we're willing to put some of our mentor time and some of our money for the MVP prototypes, which we can provide as a foundation. And then, but what, you know, we can actually use our money, guys, to do the first prototype, and then to see whether if there's potential there, and if there is, then we can invest together into these startups. Now, let me end by saying again, you know, amazing job, Beehive Futures Foundations. Eddie, you are also one of the stars tonight, but I think Ned was the main star tonight. It was a great story, very, very, you know, also down to earth that I felt from Ned, you know, kind of really speaking from his heart rather than speaking from his experience, more like a human story rather than a business story that you share with us, Ned. So thank you all, guys, and I look forward to continuing this conversation.